Marvel vs. DC, and this bad boy I'll call Kings. And in it, we're going to get Black Panther number 12, and we're going to get Aquaman number 48. This is part of a series I've been doing that is sort of taking a chance when you haven't read something for a long time and you go back and you read it, seeing how accessible it is, seeing how approachable these series are from both Marvel and DC, and comparing them and having them kind of verse against each other. So I chose Black Panther and I chose Aquaman this time. Black Panther is by Coates, Ta-Nehisi Coates, and Jen Bartel, as well as Chris Anka, Triona Farrell on colors. And we got Kelly Sue DeConnick and Victor Bogdanovic, as well as Jonathan Glapion and Sonny Go on colors over there on Aquaman. So, I also have, at the end, if you stay to the end, comparison of each of the artists and writers and colorists and inkers who won out of them. And as well, then at the end, I'll get a winner. We'll get a winner of who won this bad boy. But I'll give you a quick lay of the land in these at least slightly similar stories. Basically, in a example of Afrofuturism, we got out in space the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. T'Challa's out in space. It's not an action-oriented. This issue is not. We're getting a lot of backstory, however, which is always good, since that's kind of what I need right now. I did read the last issue, however, and we get a lot. It's kind of like in a trip state or sort of an astral state, and they're kind of explaining a lot of what's going on with our dude T'Challa. And he himself has lost his memories, so he doesn't know what's going on. He's out in space. He's their hero that needs to be had, basically. And he's got a little companion with him. So that's what they got for that one. Now we're going to go over the story of Aquaman. Funny enough, sort of like the Momoa version, by the way, with the beard and the tattoos and the long hair. Tripping on a mix, again, a common thread between the two. Our hero was told of his past, another commonality, by a sort of the mother shark spirit. This is part one of that one. And he's meeting her, and she's going to tell him about... Sorry, I have a page of notes over here. That's why I keep looking over yonder. Yeah, I got organized. I got smart this time. Didn't want to miss anything. Telling of his powers, or telling of the fact that seeking power often is by the... Excuse me. Those seeking power often aren't worthy, and those who are reluctant often become worthy, basically. So basically telling him he's the king. He's Arthur. He doesn't remember this because, he doesn't have a memory either going on. So he has to find out what's been going on with him. He's been killed, basically. This is a hero's journey between both of them, obviously. Both they're going through. You always, have to find your way back from death, basically, as part of the hero's journey, or generally speaking. So the Mother Shark character is an ancient being who tells him about this during his trip the whole time. So we can kind of assume it's like one of those serpent beings that people supposedly see through their third eyes and all that. But let's just go ahead and give ourselves a rating. First, we'll start with covers. The cover of Black Panther wins, for me personally. Paulo Rivera and Acuna. Just a great cover. Take a look at it if you haven't. It's awesome. Now, the writing between the two, I feel that Aquaman won. Kelly Sue DeConnick did a great job introducing the characters, and I like that she sort of is... It almost felt like the movie a little bit more. So, now on the other hand, the artwork, which was by layouts by Chris Anka, and then gone over by Jen Bartel, I felt like won out of the two. It had a nice, clean Greg Smallwood sort of feel. Really liked that. Although the inking by Jonathan Glapion won and gave it a sort of, on Aquaman that is, won and gave it a sort of a Capello feel. And now the colors got beat out by Triona Farrell over on Black Panther. So we wind up with a trend of it going sort of back and forth, which is a little bit of a clash. A clash! And who wins in the end? Who won this time? I feel like Aquaman won this time. I feel like Aquaman was pretty good, and I might just have to continue reading Aquaman. And I suggest, if you haven't checked it out, you might just enjoy it. So this time around, DC won this time around, but we might just see who wins next time. You can go ahead and check out my other DC vs. Marvel videos if you're curious. Black OD&T's Gregor Black. Take care, guys. Nice to talk to you. Give me a chat below if you want.